Hello, friends. Welcome to Learn Science and Chemistry podcast by Chemistry Notes Info. In today's podcast, we are going to discuss about timeline of chemistry, and, and in which we discuss about development in the chemistry from ancient time to modern chemistry. Dear friends, in as we all know, in the times there is a practice of alchemy. In alchemy, the scientist works towards making any metal into gold, or also work to make an drink called elixir, so one can drink that drink become immortal. However, that is not possible until today. And but these practices involved so many scientific works and experiments which lead to the modern chemistry and development. And a famous scientist, Michael Faraday, once said, "It is the great beauty of our science, chemistry, that advancements in it opens the door to further and more abundant knowledge." Also, Sir Cyril Hindselwood says chemistry provides not only a mental discipline but an adventure and an aesthetic experience, which we see from ancient chemistry, that is, from alchemy to modern chemistry. Friends, there are so many developments in 18th century which revolves the chemistry, and modernization of the chemistry starts happening. And in the 19th century, there is the understanding about atomic theory and emerging chemistry fields started. And in 20th century, the development and innovations in the field of chemistry started, which started making plastics, fertilizers, antibiotics, and batteries are essential part of our modern life today. And in today's world, we see there is a big contribution of the chemistry in every field of science, and the recent COVID-19 vaccines are developed with the help of chemistry. Dear friends, as we all know, in the ancient time, there is an evidence of ancient civilizations brewing fermented beverages, and these evidences are from 7000 BCE. And after that, in 2800 BC, there is a evidence of soaps made from animal fats, wood, and waters in Sumeria. And in about 1200 BC, the world's first recorded chemist, Taputi Bela Tekelin, uses distillation and filtrations to produce perfumes. In about 650 BC, the first glass making manual is written in Assyria. In about 500 BC, the methods to refine precious metals are developed in Lydia. And in about 475 BC, the Chinese, South Americans, and Africans metallurgists uses early blast furnaces to extract iron from its ore. And in about 460 BC, in ancient Greece, Leucippus and Democritus proposed that everything is made up of extremely small and individual particles. In about 450 BC, Empedocles proposes that four roots, that is earth, air, fire, and water, make up everything. And in about 300 BC, the Aristotle adds qualities to Empedocles elements and add fifth element called ether. And then there is so many evidences from ancient before before 1600 AD, that is early humans discovery of fire, metallurgy, and basic chemical processes. Then Egyptian alchemy, experiments with metals, dyes, and medicinal preparations. And in Greek philosophers, ideas about the composition of matters by thinkers like Democritus and Aristotle. Chinese alchemy searched for immortality and the elixir of life, leading to experiments with various substances. Medieval alchemy, a blend of philosophy, mysticism, and practical experimentation, often associated with the search for the philosopher's stone. And in about 17th and 18th century, the rise of modern chemistry started, where Robert Boyle from 1627 to 1691 introduced the concept of an element and conducted experiments on gases. And in about 743 to 794, Antony Liouville, considered as the father of the modern chemistry, he developed the law of conservation of mass and identified oxygen as a key element in combustion. And in about 733 to 1804, Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen independently and conducted experiments with other gases. And from 1731 to 1810, Henry Cavendish isolated hydrogen and measured its density. And there is also so many experiments by scientists in 19th century which lead to the age of atomic theory. John Dalton from 1766 to 1844 proposed the atomic theory, suggesting that matter is composed of tiny particles called atoms. And from 1779 to 1848, John Jacob Berzelius developed a system of chemical symbols and notations. And from 1834 to 1907, Dmitry Mendeleev created the periodic table of elements, organizing elements by their properties. Then, from 1822 to 1895, Louis Pasteur made significant contribution to microbiology and developed pasteurization. And then comes the 20th century, where quantum mechanics and so many others developments done in the field of chemistry. Marie Curie from 1867 to 1934 pioneered research on radioactivity and discovered the element polonium and radium. Then, from 1879 to 1955, one of the famous scientists, Albert Einstein, developed the theory of relativity, which had a profound impact on our understanding of matter and energy. Then comes the quantum mechanics. The development of quantum mechanics revolutionized our understanding of the behavior of atoms and molecules. Then organic chemistry, where rapid advancements in organic chemistry lead to the synthesis of new materials and drugs. And in the field of polymer chemistry, the study of polymers lead to the development of plastics, synthetic fibers, and other materials. And in the field of biochemistry, the study of the chemistry of living organisms leading to the breakthrough in medicinal and biotechnology. Then comes the 21st century, where nanotechnology and other important technologies are developed. Nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter at the atomic and molecular scale to opening up the new possibilities in medicines and material sciences and electronics. Then comes the green chemistry, where focus on developing environmentally friendly chemical process and products started. Then computational chemistry, where the use of computers to model and simulate chemical reactions and properties started. Then bioinformatics, where the application of computer science to biological data, including genomics and proteomics, started. Friends, I think you enjoy this timeline of chemistry developments and advancements in the field of chemistry. If you like this podcast, do share with your friends. Thank you to listening this podcast. This podcast is brought to you by www.chemistrynotesinfo.com.